Hey, what's up, guys? It's producer Kendall here, and I have a very special guest lined up for us tonight. I am talking with one of my favorite people in the entire universe, actor and comedian John Leguizamo. And John, I know you must be so busy, so I just want to say first off, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk with me tonight.
Oh, absolutely. A pleasure.
It looks like we have the 8th San Francisco Latino Film Festival coming up this weekend in the Bay Area. Can you tell me a little bit about this festival and what you have going on here?
I know. I love this festival. I was part of it many years ago. I think maybe 8 years ago. The first time it opened with a movie called Sueño, and it featured all these incredible rock bands from Mexico and Mexico City and the innovative work they were doing. And now I'm with my Spanish language movie called Perros.
Yes, I saw the trailer and it looks excellent. And this is going to be featured at the film festival this weekend?
Right, at the Draft House in San Fran at the Latino Film Festival.
Awesome. So how did you get connected with the filmmakers that made Perros? And tell us a little bit about your role in the film.
I had done another Spanish language movie, a commercial one, a comedy, that was a pretty big hit actually in Colombia, and the director wrote another script that was a really dark, beautiful piece about what happens if you're an innocent person, but you commit a crime of passion and you go to jail. How do you survive? What happens to you? And so that's what this film is about. It's about this innocent guy who commits a crime of passion. I mean, he committed a crime. It was, he was trying to save a family member and lost it and went too far, obviously. And now he's in jail and he's got to deal with real criminals and what happens to the soul of a man when he loses everything. That's kind of what the study of the film is.
To me, that's actually what makes you such an amazing actor, is your ability to, be able to play a very serious, human, passionate role. But then you also have so many funny characters that you've done too. Like one of my favorite movies that you've done is The Pest. I love your character in that. And for you, what is it like to play characters and have roles on each side of the spectrum?
Yeah, I've always mixed it up because I basically really started more as an actor, but I was just a funny guy, so I started doing comedy too, but I really started more as a serious actor. And so it's nice to be I'm allowed in Hollywood to do both, Not a lot of people get that chance, and, you have to fight for it a little bit.
So with the 8th San Francisco Latino Film Festival happening this weekend and featuring your movie Perros, how can people get information and where can they get tickets, John?
Well, I think they can look it up online, Latino Film Festival. It's in San Francisco. The movie is going to be playing it Saturday at the Draft House, and they can look it up, and there's a lot of other great films that they can see, American-made, English-speaking, or from Latin America itself in Spanish. It's the best of the best, like film festivals are a great way of showcasing the talent we've got,
Oh, yeah. So what does it mean to you to be a part of this and to see your fellow Latino filmmakers' films being showcased at a festival like this?
Oh, man, it makes you very proud, and especially when you're celebrated by your own, and that's where you have to start. We got to celebrate the work that we're doing. I mean, if it hadn't been for these festivals and the work that we're doing, the last 3 Oscars have been won by Mexican directors. The last 3 years, Best Pictures have been directed by Mexican directors, and that talent started, in Spanish language films, in Iñárritu and with Amores Perros, and Alfonso Cuarón from Gravity did Y Tu Mamá También, and Guillermo del Toro. There's so much great talent that happens to be Latin in the United States, and it starts in the Latin countries, in Spanish language, and in really difficult situations where money's hard to raise, but invention is the method, is the kind of the go-to, because you don't have the money, so you have to invent tricks. You have to come up with your own organic ways of doing special effects, and it makes people really great filmmakers.
Oh, yeah, definitely. When you have to work harder on something and then you earn it more, and you're just better all the way around. So what is next for you, John? What are you going to be working on next?
Yeah, I got this real cool Western horror film coming out with the great Patrick Wilson and Ian McShane, who's one of my favorite actors. Comes out in December. It's called Hollow Point. And then John Wick 2 with Keanu Reeves comes back in February.
Oh, those sound really good. I can't wait to see those. So, John, with all of the movies, with the plethora of work that you've done in your life, what would you say is your favorite role that you have done so far?
I got to say, this movie I just did called Infiltrator that came out in the summer, and unfortunately, I got incredible reviews, but then, wasn't the blockbuster that I thought it was going to be. Called The Infiltrator with the great Bryan Cranston. I mean, that's one of my favorite roles to date.
Oh, yeah, very cool. I loved your character in that movie. I will be posting the information about the San Francisco Latino Film Festival, which is happening this weekend. Perros, 4 p.m. on Saturday and 10 p.m. Sunday night at the Alamo Drafthouse Cinema in San Francisco. Be sure to check out our website, kfbk.com, on the Pat Walsh Blog Show page so that people can see all the information about the festival and get tickets and go out and do something different this weekend.
Yeah, they can get a little education. It's a great date night. It's a great chance to go outside of the box you're used to. Try something that's a little different.
Alrighty, excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, John Leguizamo here on the Pat Walsh Show, talking to yours truly, producer Kendall.
Toby.
A pleasure. All the best to you.
Awesome. Kendall, Toby coming through. She gets the big stars. She gets the big Hollywood stars, huh, Ken Dog?
Oh, yeah.
John Leguizamo, man. That was sweet. Way to go, Kendall. Way to go.